How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Foggins, Media Corner, back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it's going to be on the 2024 action comedy film, and this is the fourth entry to this franchise that began since 1984, and that is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. As I mentioned, this is the fourth entry to the Beverly Hills Cop film series, and of course has Eddie Murphy reprising his role as Axel Foley, one of his most iconic roles. And this time around, we see him returning to Beverly Hills after his daughter's life has been threatened, and we see him reuniting with his old pals, John Target, who's once again played by John Ashton, and Billy Rosewood, once again played by Judge Reinhold, as they are about to uncover a conspiracy. So that's pretty much the story of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Now, when it comes to the original Beverly Hills Cop movie from 1984, it is definitely one of my all-time favorites of Eddie Murphy, and it is by far my favorite Eddie Murphy movie in terms of him doing comedies. But when it comes to the sequels of Beverly Hills Cop, the second movie I do think is a decent sequel. Well, it does tend to have a few of its moments, but the third movie I do think is the worst when it comes to this overall film series of Eddie Murphy. But when I heard we were getting a fourth movie of this whole franchise, I was really looking forward to this new entry, and I was hoping this one could be an improvement over the last one because, as I said, I wasn't really a fan of the third movie, and it was great to see Eddie Murphy reprising his role as one of his most iconic characters that we all know him as we grew up with his star back in the day. And this film came out on Netflix on July 3rd, which I did check this out on opening day. And I even did rewatch all three of the Beverly Hills Cop movies for preparation for this movie. And after watching this movie at home here, it is safe to say this one thankfully did not disappoint me here. And heck, I would even say that I enjoyed this one a lot more than the sequels here, although it definitely doesn't beat the original Beverly Hills Cop movie, since that movie is still the best when it comes to this overall film series here. First off, it's great to see Eddie Murphy reprising his role as Axel Foley, one of his most iconic characters ever in terms of his movies, and he's just once again so full of charm, and yeah, he's just so fast-witted like he was in the previous movies, and I really liked all that here. And it's also great to see John Ashton and Judge Reinhold reprising their roles in the previous movies, John Target and Billy Rosewood, and they're once again just full of energy like they were in the previous movies. And you've got some new people in this film, which you've got Taylour Paige, who plays Axel Foley's daughter, and she was good, but the direction towards the character in the film here just felt pretty obvious when we see her adventure with her dad in the movie, but she is still good here. And you've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which I thought he was really fun in the movie, especially for the moments where we see him and Eddie Murphy interact once in a while within this movie. And Kevin Bacon, whom he is a fun guy, he's a total blast through the majority of this movie here. And when it comes to the action sequences here in this movie, they were really solid here in terms of shootout sequences and some high-stake action sequences. Like there's one that involves a helicopter and one which involves a snowplow, which I thought that was really fun here. However, when it comes to the overall presence of the film here, the film does tend to follow some of the similar essence that we've seen before within these types of action movies. Like there's one that involves a side plot that involves the relationship between Axel Foley and his daughter, which it does tend to follow the same tropes and dynamics that we've seen before within these types of movies. And there's also a side plot that involves like the cops in the film, which to me just felt uninteresting here. But when it comes to the nostalgia here for this film here, I thought there was pure beat here in terms of the humor and the action sequences and even the music score itself, especially the iconic theme that we all know and that we all know from these movies here, which is once again just a lot of fun to hear that iconic music score that we all know from the original Beverly Hills Cop movie. And in the end, guys, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, I definitely had a really good time here with the sequel. And as I said, I definitely enjoyed this one a lot more than the previous two movies here, but it definitely doesn't beat the original Beverly Hills Cop movie, since that movie is just a classic. But if you're a fan of these movies, or you're a fan of Eddie Murphy yourself, I definitely recommend this one in the slightest here. So that's pretty much all to say about Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I'm going to give Beverly Hills Cop Axel F 3.5 out of 5. As I said, definitely a good sequel here to the original Beverly Hills Cop movie here. And as I said, I definitely enjoyed this one a lot more than the sequels here. And despite having a few issues with this movie here, they never managed to harm my experience as I was watching this film at home here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And let me know what you think of this new entry to this series. If you've seen this already, or if you just recently checked this out, did you have fun with this, or you were just majorly disappointed with this new entry to the series here? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Foggins Media Corner signing off.